everybody, you know what time it is. It's time for
Books to Back.
There we go. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Hey, welcome to another episode of Books to Back. I'm your host, Tom Lilly. I know it has been a while since we've posted an episode of Books to Back. I do apologize. For those of you who follow me on CBI, on Comic Book Insiders, you'll know that not apparently, I have been going through some issues. I've had serious anxiety issues going on, and they've tried several different medications to try to get it under control, and I'm trying to do my best I can while I'm still trying to maintain my day job and do everything else that I'm doing. I think I'm just overloading my plate, but I had to step back for a little bit, but I'm back. Hey, we got another good episode here. Hey, listen, I haven't posted anything about any new books out. I did some research recently, and I actually did research about 2 weeks ago, and it's just been really, really hectic. I promise you I'm going to try to get on the ball and try to get some more of these shows going and try to so that everybody, I'm not leaving all the people that are following me behind. I don't want to be one of them guys who promises and underfulfills. I want to try and to make sure I fulfill on all my promises. So I'm going to try to make some more episodes. There will be the Comic Book Insiders. Also, Lilly Sketchpad is going to have its own channel. For those of you that follow the Lilly Sketchpad, it's on this channel currently under the Force One Studios. I'm going to be removing those videos little by little and putting them on a separate channel. So now I'll have 3 channels. I will have the regular Force One Studios, which I'll have the Book to Back episodes on them. Then I'll have the Lilly Sketchpads. That's where I'll be doing artwork. And you guys, for those of you who like watching me do artwork, I'll be doing some short videos, time lapse stuff like that. But also, I want to do some live videos. And in those live videos, I will be doing stuff like this: sketch covers. Okay, I've been buying a lot of sketch covers lately. My plan is to start working on some of those, and I'll be auctioning them off. I might even do something. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. If you're interested, what I might do is something where I do a Lilly Sketchpad episode. This is brought to you by my sidekick, my co-host on Comic Book Insiders, Mike Bayer. I keep saying Bayer because my cell phone app won't let me say Bayer because it keeps up bringing up everybody's name. But the moment I use Mike Bayer on there, which is mispronounced according to Mike, it's supposed to be Bayer, not Bayer. It may be spelled like Bayer, but it's supposed to be Bayer. But every time I say Mike Bayer, it brings up 3 other names, but the moment I say Mike Bayer, it brings his name up right away. So on my cell phone, when I'm trying to call him via on my hands-free app, I have to go Mike Bayer cell phone, and then it'll bring him up. What it can do, technology, right? But anyway, so my co-host, Mike Bayer, had a pretty good idea. It was his idea to go ahead and he said, do an auction off, where you can auction off you're going to do this cover, and whoever pays the highest price, when you set up to do a live show, they can actually sit there with me while I'm doing, or not sit there with me, but be a part of that stream. You know what I'm saying? So they may, I don't know, either video conference them in or have them, with their I forget what they call it on YouTube, where they have access to the accounts, so they can chime in and so forth and stuff like that. So I might do something like that. I'm working on some different ideas, but that you'll see all that on Lilly Sketchpad. That'll be its own channel. I actually already have the channel set up with two videos on there right now. If you want to look that up, Lilly Sketchpad by Force One Studios, but as I said, I haven't all the videos that are listed as Lilly Sketchpad on my Force One Studios channel will be stripped down out of there slowly and put over to the Lilly Sketchpad channel by itself. So if you want to see me do a live artwork, you have to go to that channel. Then also the Comic Book Insiders. Comic Book Insiders is where me and Mike, we talk about the latest and the greatest and some of the old stuff and some of the everyday comic book nerdy type stuff. I am a comic book nerd. He's a comic book nerd, and we're proud of it. For those of you who might want to be involved in something like that, and you want to check out what's going on in the comic book industry, see what's out there, and say, hey, or if you have any new ideas or anything that you might want to see about the current state of the comic book industry, feel free to go ahead and email us. My email is listed down below at contacts@force1studios.com. Also, that's pretty much it. Actually, I'm going to say also, if you look down below there, or actually to me, it would be to the side over here, there is a link to my current Books to Back, I guess you could say, the big reveal. I do apologize to the Forsaken Future, to the creator of this wonderful little project. That would be Duran Corkum from creators of Whitefire Comics. And they're in Nova Scotia, Canada. I actually saw this project 2 weeks ago, and as I said, going through some stuff and trying to get some stuff organized. I wasn't able to get to it until now, but what they're currently looking for is $2,879 is their goal. I think that, converted from Canada, on here is a pledge of $3,500 total, but right now they're currently sitting at $1,485. They only have 8 days left to go, so this is a project that definitely could use some help. There's some pretty cool looking stuff on here. I'm a little confused, but you guys can check it out for yourself. It says the young Doug Alloy, aka Razorwing, patrols the skies of a dangerous sea zone on an unknown mission. Will his fame protect him? Now, I was a little confused because when the start of this video, they're using concept art. And this is not actual comic book art. So, what they're using the comic book art, concept art for, I don't know. Me personally, if I was trying to promote my book, I'd use my artwork from the book. You know what I'm saying? It's just my own personal suggestion because it makes somebody wonder what's going on. But, I mean, the comic book artwork looks good. I don't know why you wouldn't use that. That looks like a decent artwork, that cover right there. And they're showing some interior artwork that looks really, really good. I think it's more than adequate right there. It's some decent artwork. And if you got a decent story, you're golden, man. Armando Abadallah. Again, I am horrible at pronouncing names, so I apologize. And the artists, I guess there's two artists, and then there's a colorist. Probably one of them's the inker, Duran Corkum, and David Ocampo, yeah, as a colorist. But as long as you have a decent artist or a decent story with decent artwork, your book should be good. But this apparently is their first Kickstarter campaign. Yeah, but things look good. For their video, that's a beautiful cover, by the way. But I think that's part of their concept art. Again, I don't know why you would use concept art in your video. Use your artwork from the book, unless you don't have enough of the artwork from the book. But there's some pretty cool looking stuff in here. Some of this they brought in here is concept art, like was in the video. As far as I know, like that guy right there was showing a little person and this and those. That's all. They were saying that's all concept art. So again, I'm a little confused, but that's okay. It's all right to be a little confused. But then their tears don't look too bad. You got For a pledge of Canadian $5 or more, it's about $5 US. The good news is they give you the breakdown. Okay, for a pledge of $10 or more, it's about $9 US. Pledge of $18 or more is $15 US. So you're printing a digital comic book, printed and digital for $18, so $15 US. I'm assuming whatever you're going to pay, have to pay for shipping. But printed comic book, The Forsaken, Future 3 Standard, digital comic book, Forsaken, Future 3 Standard, digital wallpaper, New Washington, and digital art show. But this is some pretty cool stuff. Well, a few things I've seen on it. I mean, it does look really, really cool, and their tiers aren't unreasonable. That's the cool thing. They're really not unreasonable tiers. I mean, $34, and it looks like you get quite a bit for $34. So you guys might want to check that out for yourself. Again, the link is over there. Also, obviously, we'll put the links down and below. But anyway, before I get too far into this anymore, hold on one second. I need y'all listen to this.
Hey everybody, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification button, and if you could, like and share the video.
That's very, very important, folks. I'm trying to get the word out, and the more views we get, the better I am doing for the people that I'm showing their stories and trying to promote their ideas. And for those of you who know me, you know I am all about independent publishing. I want to become an independent publisher myself, have my own stories. That's what I started Force One Studios for, is to produce my own graphic novels, my own stories. And it's always been my plan, and I still plan to do so. I'm currently working on a story right now. I was going to work on one of my big stories that you probably, if you went to my website, www.forceonestudios.com, you would see with like Silver Brood and Jackson. Well, actually, his name's going to become Jacob. I got to change it. But it's he's also known as the Percy's Project, Percy's, the Lord of Destruction. But also, Temple, those three main characters. I was going to come out with that story first, but in talking to my friend Mike Byer, he made me aware of that's an awful big chunk to choose, because it was going to be a 12-part graphic novel series, and each book was going to actually have a culmination of probably anywhere from 5 to 6 comic books in one graphic novel, if not more. And I wanted to make it big event, but he was like, it's a big chunk for people to buy and check, and they want to see some smaller stuff. So I decided to take one of my small short stories that I'd written a long time ago and expand on it. So I'm going to be, the first story is going to be coming out. It's going to be called Mass Transit. It's about a dystopic future type deal. United States is gone. Corporations have taken over the world. Kind of ironic, because that's kind of sort of what's going on with this story a little bit. But the United States is gone. Corporations have taken over, and some states have gone to Canada. Some states have joined with Mexico. Some states have formed their own small union, and others become free territories. But others are owned by the corporations. And it's a story about a guy looking for his wife and child he lost when the collapse happened, and he's been looking for them for 15 years and refuses to give up. But to do so, he's joined this company called Mass Transit, and he travels between the settlements, and he has to deal with the everyday events that goes on between these settlements in what's called the Ravaged Zone. So you guys can check that. You guys will be able to check that out eventually, shortly. I'm still working on concept art and working on the script stuff, because I want to get everything plotted out and ready, because it's going to be the first series of books for this is going to be 6 books, 6 comic books, and I'm hoping to make it spectacular for you guys. Hope you guys will enjoy that. But anyway, spinning around too much on my own stuff. Need to start talking about this gentleman's stuff. Going too far. Anyway, let's see. I want to see what the top tier is on this. What do you guys say? Oh, wow. Look at that. They got a pledge of $108, which is $89 US. Fill your boots with comic book glee. I want to give you everything I have to introduce you to the Forsaken Future and Whitefire comics. I also included a mystery item that could be from $5 to $15 in value. As my mom would say, fill your boots. And as I would say, a big thank you. To get a printed comic book for the Forsaken Future 1, printed comic book the Forsaken Future 2, printed comic book the Forsaken Future 3, printed comic book the Forsaken Future 3. He's got Standard, Savage, Grande, and then printed the Forsaken 3, New Washington. So you got these different ones. Man, I gotta turn that fan back on. It just makes too much background noise. I am sweating my cojones off. My wife doesn't want to turn the AC on because she doesn't want a big electric bill, which I kind of agree with her. I don't want a big electric bill. I don't want my bill going up to $300. It's $300 to $400 a month when I turn my AC on. And I don't want to pay that. That's a huge bill. So we've been doing really good with the fans, but the fan creates a lot of background noise. And, I don't want no background noise. I don't want you guys hearing it in the back, and I'm trying to talk over it. It doesn't work. Anyway, one more good old deal here. Check this out, guys, okay?
Hey gang, we have spectacular news. Force One Studios has merch. That's right, we have merchandise. We have everything from t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, crew necks, long sleeve t-shirts, and baseball t-shirts, down to onesies, masks, pillows, and cell phone cases. Whether you want to just show your support, wear something drawn by Force One Studios, or find something you like, feel free to browse and buy at Teepublic Store. Also, are you looking for some original art done by Tom Lilly? Head on over to Force One Studios website store to fill that need. All links are listed in the description below.
Once again, that's right. All links will be listed in the description below. Please go ahead and check that stuff out. You can go to my Force One Studios store on my website for my original artwork. Also, you can go on to TeePublic for all the other wonderful little fabric made stuff. I have a TeePublic store, and I have some new stuff that's really cool that I'm starting to put on there. Some t-shirt designs. Nothing to do with comic books. Like I have one, it's called the Extreme Series, and I got another piece of artwork I'm working on for that one. I got the first one's a skateboard guy. He's doing you play it like you live it. Extreme. You know what I'm saying? Type deal by Force One Studios. I'm going to be doing a series of shirts with different sporting activities and stuff like that. Not that I'm much of a sportsman myself. But anyway. But I thought it was cool, like extreme sports, extreme thing. You know, people might like it, and it's a really cool. I hope you think it's a really cool, nifty design. Everybody showed it too so far seems to think so. Check it out for yourself. Okay, you can go find that on TeePublic. Just look at Force One Studios on TeePublic, and you'll be able to get to my site. But I'll also put a link to my TeePublic store in the description below too, so you can just click on that. But anyway, switching gears back to this. Let's take a look at this video. I want you guys to take a look at this video. You can see what I'm talking about. It's the reason why I'm trying to fill this in, because, as I said, the video may be a little confusing. Yeah, why show concept art and not the artwork from the book? Maybe it's because they don't have enough artwork from the book, but that's okay. You'll understand what I mean by not showing concept art from the book, or concept art. Because concept art is, I think they're saying it's not going to be the same artwork that's in the book, which doesn't make any sense. But anyway, all right, check it out for yourself. You tell me what you think. As I said, it's a very similar concept, except that similar to what I thought interesting was a very similar idea to what I had for one of my story I'm currently working on, but different in many ways. But as I said, I really, really hope for these guys' sake that they're not robbing somebody else's concept art, because some of that stuff looked familiar to me. Yeah, I'm hoping they're not stealing somebody else's concept art to do this. And in which case, if it is, that's shame on you guys. That's not cool. But maybe it's their own artwork. Maybe one of the artists involved in the project is their work. Some of the artwork looks very familiar to me. So I'm a little weary on it, but the project looks interesting. The Forsaken PG-13 future, 3, and obviously he's had book 1, book 2 out, so this is the 3rd book. Some really cool looking stuff. Looking at this guy, kind of looks almost like a little bit like a Wolverine without claws coming out like that. They're coming out of his forearms, not out of his hands. It's Razor Wing. Maybe it's his wings turned into razors like that. Then you got John Liger, kind of a takeoff of that tiger / lion thing going on there. That's cool. And we got Jasmine Lyser. And then you got the Blindside Armor. Ooh. And Corey Lyser. So some cool stuff, cool looking artwork on its own with this stuff. So I mean, it's not the worst I've seen. So I'm trying to figure out why they're using other artwork, but maybe some of the other work is included in the books. Just check it out for yourself, guys. The link is in over there, and there's also going to be listed in the descriptions below. Anyway, I have already run this video for 23 minutes, and it's because I've been talking a lot about the stuff that has to do with my stuff. I apologize again to Mr. What is your name again? Duran Corkum, in Whitefire Comics. But I haven't done a lot of videos in a long time, so got a lot to brush up on. So next one I won't have so much information. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you found this interesting. Check this project out if you're interested. I am always about backing these campaigns. Just remember, just because you back doesn't mean it's always going to be fulfilled. You are helping people to fulfill their dream. But sometimes things happen and it doesn't always come true. So all of us artists out there that want our dreams to come true appreciate your help. So any help you guys are willing to offer for us independent publishers out there, we greatly appreciate it. This guy's got 8 days left with 26 backers, and Kickstarter is an all or no go. So if it's not fully funded within those next 8 days, it's a no-go. So check it out for yourself. And if you're interested and you want to help this guy out with getting this project off the ground, please feel free to go ahead and back this project. All right, on Kickstarter. That is The Forsaken Future. It's an action-packed, dark sci-fi series on Kickstarter. Have a nice one, folks. Take care. I gotta go home. I'm already home. I gotta go. Adios, fuel.
Hey everybody, just want to thank you today for joining me on
Books to Back.
Also, don't forget to go to Kickstarter and Indiegogo to support the independent publishing movement. Also, you can support these phenomenal artists and creators by purchasing merchandise and artwork from the following locations: